Every day standing on the street preaching the gospel, sharing the Bible, talking about it but unheard.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome back to our series, More of God in 5 minutes. Well, the last time we talked about God having the intention to build his own family. Let's continue today, insisting on the aspect of that family. We notice that in the passage we read, Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, God had finished, and on the 6th day he made man. Well, that may confuse some of us. We may think that he started by making what was most important, or we may not be able to decipher among all the things he made which one were the most important. Bible tells us that he created heaven and earth. But what in heaven and earth was the most important thing? On the 6th day, he made man. Now, I'm going to use a quick example here. I'm coming from a culture where we till the floor. We cut the grass, we till the floor, and we start a farm. Well, when we want to plant peanuts, that's exactly what we do. We choose a portion of land. Bible says that God, when it was his turn, he chose a portion of land on the earth he has made. He went eastward and he made a garden. And he placed all the wonderful things that you can imagine. In the same manner, we choose a land. We go ahead and cut the grass. Sometimes we burn the grass. We till the floor. And finally, when everything is ready, we plant the seed intentionally. That seed is not what we're expecting to harvest, but it is perfect. When we do a good job, we can appreciate it and say it is well done and be happy about the job. However, we expect that seed, if it's corn, if it's peanuts, we expect them to grow and to bear fruits so we can harvest the outcome of all this job we did. In the same manner, we can easily understand that God did everything correct. The Bible says he looked, every time he did something, he looked at it and he noticed that it was good. And finally he made man. Now, I want us to quickly go ahead and read a passage in Psalm chapter 8. We're going to read very quickly here from verse 3 to verse 4. It says, "When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place, what is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care of them." When I consider the heavens, when I consider the moon, the way it shines sometimes, reflecting the light of the sun, when I consider stuff like the sun, when I consider other planets, Jupiter, and even more, other galaxies, what is man that you will put so much of your attention in him? Well, it is because of everything he made. If I finish tilting my floor, I cut the grass, everything I'm doing, the grass is not important, the floor is not what I'm looking for, and I plant corn or I plant peanut, it is the harvest of corn, it's the harvest of peanut that I'm looking for. All this job I'm doing, it is to harvest something. So I will not be impressed by the large portion of land I chose. I will not be impressed by the beauty of corn when it starts growing up. If it grows up with all the beauty, but does not bear fruits, does not give me the result that I expected, I will not be satisfied. I want you to consider that in all the creation, man is the treasure. It is because of him, it is for him that God surrounded the garden with all the beautiful things that he created, all these galaxies and everything else. The most important value in the creation is man. It is that soul within you that is the most important thing for God. That's the declaration we want to establish today in the project of God to build his family. He made man. He started by making man after he placed everything that was pertaining to his well-being. He made him and then he placed him in the wonderful Garden of Eden. And then things started. God bless you. See you on the next shot, the next video. Jesus' name.
Jesus Christ, I represent also the land. In addition, I stand for the one who gives life for the one who can't give a man. My gentle pure for the one who stand and with pain, no choice, my brethren, I represent.